Hey ATM fam, today we're going to look at missing person NamUs case number UP100164 or Doe Network case number 11719UFGA in order to hopefully give her a name and return her back to her family. This is an unidentified Jane Doe from Duluth, Georgia. It was August 11th, 1981, a date that will forever echo in the corridors of unsolved cases in Georgia. On that day, at a remote trash dump site off of Highway 120 in Duluth, witnesses came across something no one could have prepared for. The body of a young black woman lying in a ditch, discarded and forgotten. No name, no identity, just a lifeless figure, her story abruptly cut short. From that moment, she became known only as Jane Doe, but through years of investigation, her case has been cataloged under two identifiers: NamUs, case number UP100164, and Doe Network, case number 11719UFGA. Here is what we know. She was estimated to be between 20 and 30 years old. She was black. Her height was approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall. She weighed between 150 and 160 pounds. She had brown hair styled in a short afro at the time of her death, and her eye color was most likely brown, and she had pierced ears. Her remains were in a decomposed state when found. Although there are dental records available showing quite a bit of dental work, fingerprints were also recorded, but as of now, neither has led to a match. At the time her body was discovered, she was wearing a short-sleeved dress described as either brown or purple, a white bra, a yellow metal necklace about 15 inches long, the chain was, at least one yellow metal ring. There is a report that she had several rings on, most with a clear stone, and a couple that also had blue stones on them. And she also had a white metal bracelet engraved with the name Monet on the back, which would have been next to her skin, and etching on the front side, and one earring. These items, especially the jewelry, remain among the few tangible clues that might even now yield a break in her identification. The body was found lying in a ditch near a trash dump off of Highway 120 near McDaniel Road in Duluth, Georgia. Estimated post-mortem interval was about 5 days, meaning the victim had likely been dead several days before discovery. The state of remains were decomposed and putrefied, which complicated visual identification, and which is why we only have a sketch. Despite dental records and fingerprints being available, official agencies have not been able to match her to any missing persons. Beyond these facts, remarkably little is publicly known. Her identity remains a mystery. Name, background, where she came from, or how she ended up discarded in that ditch remain blank spaces. Her case was entered into the national database NamUs UP100164, allowing law enforcement, coroners, and forensic specialists access to her dental, fingerprint, and other available data. Public databases and community-driven resources, including the Doe Network, list her case as 11719UFGA. Though those platforms, amateur sleuths and investigators alike have kept her case alive. Online forums and threads attempt to cross-reference her with missing persons, but nothing is matched so far. Over 40 years have passed. Still, no name, no closure. This isn't just another cold case. It's a human life lost and forgotten. A woman who once existed with hopes, dreams, loved ones, now reduced to a case number. Her story underscores the vital importance of databases such as National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, or NamUs. These systems exist to give her and others like her a chance to be found, a chance for a name, a chance for dignity. But even with dental records, fingerprints, and public awareness, time, decomposition, and systemic gaps have so far prevented her from being identified. We don't know her name, but what we do know may be enough. If someone listening recognizes her, do you or someone you know remember a black woman in her 20s, around 5'10", who disappeared before August 1981? Did she wear dresses, have a short afro hairstyle, jewelry, necklace, rings, or a bracelet with Monet etched on the back? Might someone recall her being missing or have family members who never found her? If you have any information, even something small, it may be the piece that unlocks this decades-old mystery. Authorities and interested parties can look up the NamUs or Doe Network profiles because, still unidentified, she remains voiceless. This is the story of a nameless woman, identified only as NamUs UP100164 and Doe Network 11719 UFGA, discovered on August 11, 1981, in a ditch off Highway 120 near Duluth, Georgia. She was a black woman in her 20s, about 5'10", with brown hair and a short afro, wearing a brown or purple short-sleeve dress, white bra, and jewelry. Despite dental records and fingerprints, her identity remains unknown after more than 4 decades. But her anonymity does not erase her humanity. Her disappearance, death, and abandonment deserve justice. They deserve a name. And with renewed attention, perhaps someone watching this documentary holds the missing piece. Let her story remind us, every identified person was once known, loved, and missed, and every name we restore brings a measure of dignity, closure, and hope. Information regarding contacting the Gwinnett County Police Department, Detective Micah Hegwood, can be found in the information box below. Please, let's give her back her identity, and let's get her back to her family. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my network. If you'd like to leave a comment, whether negative or positive, please make it respectful. Also, it's important that you post these videos to your social media so they get more attention, more eyes on them. And until next time, thanks so much for your help. Bye.